Hello. Welcome back to daily vlog number 3 of Dry January with ShadyCheratoy. If you guys are enjoying these videos, please make sure to subscribe, like, comment, hit the notification bell, share all those things so you can keep up to date with what I am doing so you can hopefully get some new ideas of what you would like to do. So today is January 4th. I'm going to talk about January 3rd, what I did. I know you guys are dying to know, did I make it through football without a drink? I will get there. So first, let's talk about the food I ate that day. I'm going to try to go into detail a little more about how I cook these foods and prepare them so you can do it at home. It is Meatless Monday, so that would be really great if you guys could try to at least just cut out the meat for the day. I know that going cold vegan is very hard to do. So I'm going to try to give you guys some ideas where you could do the vegan option or maybe just a vegetarian option as well. So yesterday I got up kind of late. I ate probably not until like 11 o'clock. So I really was jonesing for some bok choy. I really enjoy baby bok choy. You can cut it up and put it in a stir fry, or I just eat the bok choy with rice and sesame seeds on it. So what I did for this bok choy is I just sauteed it on a pan with a little bit of sesame oil. You could also just use soy sauce or just water if you want to try to keep it oil free. So that was really good. And then for a snack, I just had a pear before I went off and watched the football game. So at football, I decided no, I did not drink any drinks at all. And it really wasn't that hard. I kind of pumped myself full of caffeine instead. I don't drink a lot of diet soda unless I am putting it with alcohol. So I opted for just getting diet Coke the whole time. And I drank probably too much of it. I actually really had a hard time sleeping at night, so I don't really recommend that. Obviously, water would have been a better choice, but I was trying to get myself to not get a mixed drink. So I think I succeeded, but I will have to keep that in mind for next time. So that's something you have to watch out for. But nope, I made it through the whole game without any alcohol, but I did manage to get a Impossible Burger. So not the healthiest option, but I did pair it with a side salad, and that's pretty much the only bread I ate in the last couple of days. So that way you're treating yourself a little bit. You still get to go out to eat. That was good. For dinner, I had some of the leftover broccoli and cheddar soup. I had a smaller bowl this time, but then added a bunch of saltines to kind of mix it up a little bit. So you'll see that a lot of the recipes start repeating because when I make it in the Instant Pot, I'm pretty much just cooking it for myself. So they can last a long time. I will mention that a lot of the Instant Pot recipes I make, especially from High Carb Hannah, are made for 6-quart or the medium size Instant Pot, and I have the smaller one. So make sure when you're making recipes, you don't overfill your Instant Pot and that you are, halving the recipe if you need to. So I usually have to half the recipe because I only have the small size of the Instant Pot. Usually the directions will indicate what size Instant Pot they have. Now, of course, for my snack, I had some cinnamon apple spice herbal tea. This one smells really good, and I actually managed to make 2 cups of tea out of 1 tea bag. The second one wasn't obviously as flavorful, but it still was really good. So I recommend that one. That's a good one. Whew. Okay, so before I move on to what exercise I did yesterday, I do want to kind of stop and talk about how a diet like Dry Veganuary might affect your social life. Fortunately, there's not a lot of social life to be had right now with, the coronavirus and, quarantining. So obviously I did go out and watch football somewhere. I sat with my one friend that I tend to go out with regularly. We sat away from other people. We wore our mask walking to and from our seats when we went to the bathroom, all of those things. So we did make sure to be safe in that regard. That's really the one time I'm leaving my house. But if you're watching this after Dry January 2021 and you're doing it another time, or you want some tips for later, a great diet tip, whether you're doing Veganuary, no alcohol, or just trying to eat healthier, is I always check out the menu before I go. And I'm sure some of you have heard this before, especially on a vegan diet. It's really tricky when you're ordering to remember all the things that you have to say to take out. So one of the big things that people do is say that they're allergic to dairy. Now, I'm just bad at lying, and I'm not saying that this is a horrible lie or anything, but when you say you're allergic to dairy, I think people understand it a lot more. I've been trying to incorporate a plant-based diet for a very long time, and all of my friends still aren't sure what is vegan or not. So that's really a struggle. Like, for instance, the side salad I got yesterday, it had cheese and bacon in the regular side salad, and the bartender or waitress knew to take off the cheese, but the bacon was still in there. So I just ate around it and left it at the bottom of my plate. Um, but you have to be careful of things like that. You never know what's going to be in them. So that's just something to be aware of. But look at the menu beforehand. So the really good part is that most restaurants these days either have an Impossible Burger, a Beyond Burger, or just some form of black bean burger. Um, so that is really helpful, and that way it seems like you're indulging a little bit and not just eating, broccoli on the side. And a lot of times when you do get the steamed vegetables, they are doused in butter. So that's not always the best option to get. But again, once in a while you have to treat yourself to because it'll help you out to stay on track with your diet anyways. So look at the menu beforehand, pick something out. The Impossible Burger did have mayo and cheese on it, so I did have to ask to not get those. So you would think that if you're giving a vegan option, you would want to make it all vegan, but a lot of times it's geared towards vegetarians and not just vegan. And I'm going to talk about that more about products, especially breakfast, and some of the vegetarian alternative products aren't always vegan. So I'll talk about that more tomorrow. So we come back for that one. So the exercise that I did, and I've mentioned this before, is Kazaxe. So Kazaxe is a dance fitness workout that's kind of like going to a club. It is in Springfield, Virginia, and I no longer live in Virginia, so I cannot attend the classes, especially with the pandemic. They are not allowing many people in this space. It's a huge warehouse, and I think they can only have maybe 25 to 50 people in it. So since I moved, I've been doing Kazaxe on WollenDance.com. I definitely recommend checking it out. They have a YouTube video that I'll link below that will give you information about the different classes that they offer, as well as they have a free week membership. So I definitely suggest checking that out. The cool thing about WollenDance is it's not just Kazaxe, it's actually a lot of different dance studios. I know there's some bar, there's some stretching, there's ballet, there's a lot of hip hop. A lot of the studios are based out of California. So if you want to get some of that LA flair, it's definitely something worth checking out if you like dancing. You can be lazy with it and it can be semi-easy, but for someone who taught Zumba, it was really hard for me to find something that was challenging, because after you teach a class, going to a class never seems quite as tough. So this one is definitely something that is for the advanced dancer, and it's really fun. But if you're doing it at home, you can always modify for yourself if you are, a beginner or an intermediate dancer. I definitely recommend checking it out. It's a really good time. Like I said, sometimes I'll just put it on in the background if I don't feel like working out. And once I hear a song, I'll be like, oh, I love this song, and I'll get up and dance. After that, I did do a Mad Fit workout. Again, it's lower body stretch. I'm very unflexible, so I'm going to try to do that almost every single day. I will link that exact exercise down below. I've already shouted out Mad Fit for her YouTube. So today will be WollenDance's YouTube. That'll be my shout out to give you guys some extra things to kind of look at and follow for extra motivation. This is strictly exercise. There's no vegan component. I think the person who runs Kazaxe, Asuka, might be vegan. I don't remember on that, but that's besides the point. We all need to dance and have fun sometimes. So it's an hour-long workout instead of a half hour like some of the Beachbody are. So it's nice when I want to do a little extra hard workout. I can really push myself. Oh, the other great thing I totally forgot to tell you about, which I'm sure I've shown you already, is you can actually record yourself doing these workouts. So it's very scary, but at the same time, it definitely upped my workout because I could see myself. I could see how low I was getting or not getting and how high I was jumping. So that's really cool. And it doesn't go to the website, it doesn't go anywhere, it just saves to your computer. I'll put some of my data on there as well. Kazaxe does an arm workout. I added weights. So again, I've taught Zumba, and I also certified in Zumba toning and taught that as well. So the maracas you see me using are actually 2-pound weights. So often I'll add those to an exercise that isn't so challenging. Sometimes the bar exercises I'll add the 2-pound weights to. They tell you to add the 2-pound weights, and that's it. So that is really good for toning, which is what I need to do. I have muscle, it's just under there somewhere, so I gotta find it. So definitely check them out. Check out their YouTube. Get the free week membership. I'm gonna give you guys enough suggestions that you could probably have 2 to 3 months of free workouts with one email, if you know what I mean. So again, my major fail today. It was too much caffeine. I really had a hard time sleeping last night. So yes, I didn't drink the alcohol. Yes, the caffeine is not that great for me. I finally had coffee this morning, so you'll see that tomorrow on tomorrow's video. But I'm really excited that today is January 4th, and this is when a lot of people are starting their new fitness journey. So I'd love if you want to start today. You can start watching my videos day one today if you want, or you can catch up. They're only, I mean, this is probably the longest video diary that I have. So please go back and watch those. Again, like, subscribe, share, and let me know below if you guys have any other, fitness channels that you like to follow or any other free workouts that you know about, so we can help the community together. Thank you. Have a good day.